I'm feeling a little boxed in today. I don't know about you, but we're talking today about how can we do volume from concrete to representational to abstract. When we start with formulas, we immediately, boom, oh, volume is equal to length times width times height. We're going to get all that abstraction right from the very beginning, and we don't want that. We want to really relate to something our students can use. So wait, bring back that cube. I want to be boxed in. These are great since I've got a little cube here, a great representation of what actually volume is talking about. Because if we have any type of objects, we're talking about filling it with things that are measured in cubic inches or cubic centimeters or cubic feet or whatever, which is just essentially how many of these cubes could we fit into whatever type of object we're talking about. So for example, let's say I had this Kleenex box and I wanted to try to figure out what would be the volume of it. I could take my cubes and I could put them in here and decide how many would fit inside my Kleenex box would be one way to do that. One thing that I love to do with these little cubes is to have students make various shapes and then figure out the volume based on those. So for example, they could take the cube and make a bigger cube. And let's say you're trying to do this without dropping or trying to do it. Yeah, let me hold it like that so we can probably see that a little bit better. But you can see I've made a cube up of 8 smaller cubes. So if students are saying, what's the volume of this? They could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. Or if I was going to make a rectangular prism, oh, this is going to be the true test here. Will this stay? Will it? Oh, it's sort of, yeah. So you kind of see that at an angle. But I could again do the same thing. An easy way to do volume is I could count. We could move then from that to saying, okay, well, wait, I've got 4 cubes here. I've got 2 on this side. It's too tall. Hey, wait a minute. There is that formula, length times width times height, and they can visually see it, and we can then build to that abstraction of the formula. So please don't start with the formula. Start with something students can relate with cubes, and show them how that works. We can take an object, fill it full of cubes, and that's really what they're talking about with cubic whatevers, cubic inches, cubic feet, cubic millimeters, whatever it is that you may be using. So build from that to the abstraction. Show them there how that works then with what they're talking about with 4 cubes this way and 2 cubes this way and 2 cubes up and down or whatever the thing it is that you're mentioning. You can have them play around with cubes. I've done in workshops before where I ask students with a certain number of cubes, build the figure with the largest volume that you can, and that gets students thinking about how changes in length and width and height can affect the total volume of things. So build with concrete, then move to abstraction. And that is all for our boxed in video for today. See ya.